Hi everyone, it's Wes here, and today I want to talk about what you should do after a bad job interview. Guys, let's face it, let's be honest. Interviews are not easy, but also on the day of the interviews, even right before the interviews, you get nervous. Even right inside the interview room, I mean, you forget what you've been preparing for. I mean, sometimes things just don't go the way you thought they would go. I remember I've had like interviews that I've gone in and coming out of the room, I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting this job. Like, like after the interview, like, you know what? I'm not getting this job. So I remember like I attended one interview. I think I read about it like on my social media platform. So they asked me like, oh, so like I'm just giving an example to say, they asked me this question to say, oh, so Wesley, tell us how you handle stress. I don't remember what I exactly answered, but after my answer, like the interview panel started to laugh and everything. From that moment, I was like, you know what, gotta go, gotta go. But yeah, from that moment, I knew that I think this won't work. I was just like, you know what? Can I just finish? Let me go. I mean, I'm done. But anyway, and that was like what a long time ago. But then I've attended a couple of interviews after that, and it's been okay to be honest. I've really improved along the way. So simply, let me just say, these are the few things that you can do after a bad job interview. The first thing that you have to do is don't be hard on yourself. Take it easy. Take it easy. Breathe. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, sometimes things don't go the way you thought they would go. And I mean, the best thing you can do is accept it and don't be hard on yourself. Because, I mean, yes, you can be unemployed and you're really looking for a job and you thought that was the interview that would get you a job. But the thing is, if you're hard on yourself, that won't change anything else. It's not like they'll say, oh, we have noted that you're feeling sorry for yourself. So for that reason, we'll take you on board. No, I mean, if they have not taken you, or if you didn't perform well in the interviews, I mean, I don't want to say that's okay. No, it's not okay, but it's okay. I mean, you get it. So just make sure that you're not hard on yourself. Just make sure that you're not hard on yourself. So that's the first thing that you should do. Take it easy and don't be hard on yourself. The second thing that you should do is reflect on the interview itself. Now, when I say reflect here, I want to say reflect on the preparation phase and reflect on the actual interview and what happened. So by this, what I'm simply saying is, okay, look back and say, okay, maybe I could have done better in my preparation phase, or maybe I could have done better in the actual interview itself. Look at the weak spots, and then you can be able to see and say, okay, in the next interview, maybe I can be able to work on this. You can maybe on my eye contact, or maybe like on my confidence, or maybe on my dressing. I mean, just look at where you can be able to reflect and say, okay, in the next interview, I think these are the few things that I can be able to change and for me to do much better. So yeah, so just make sure that you reflect on what happened, and yeah, don't be so hard on yourself, as I already said. Yeah. So on this one of the things that you can do, I mean, if your memory is sharp, I mean, you don't need to do this, but if you can, make sure you write down notes to say, okay, maybe this is what I could have improved on, or this is what I could do much better. So the thing is, what I did, okay, not like what I did, after attending multiple interviews, this is one of the things that I kind of like did. I kind of like memorized the questions that people were asking me in the interview rooms, because most of the positions that I was applying for were kind of like the same, either in procurement, supply chain, logistics, operations. So I kind of like had an idea to say, likely these are the questions that they may ask me. So the thing is, what you can do is you can be able to write those questions down to say, okay, maybe next time this is how I can be able to answer this question better. And to be honest, we somehow kind of like have an idea of the questions that they'll ask us, if we're being honest. Not like everything, but we have an idea to say, maybe they'll ask me like, oh, tell us more about yourself, or why did you apply for this job? Or like we kind of like have an idea of the questions that they can be able to ask us. So the idea is write down those questions, and next time you're called for another interview, make sure you practice. And the final thing that you should do after this is just give yourself time to recover. Should I say to recover? Yeah, give yourself time to recover from whatever happened at the interview. I mean, sometimes, as I said in the first point, to say you can be so hard on yourself, and you're just feeling like, oh, I've failed, or I'm a failure, or sometimes just give yourself time to recover and say, you know what, that happened, but I'll sure be good in the next interview. So yeah, I thought I'd just say this: if you have had a bad interview, make sure you calm down, don't be hard on yourself, reflect, and give yourself time to recover. Yeah. I hope you find these things helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.